Hello, my friends. I'm Zada. I kiss you on the heart. And we will talk today about the immune system. That part of our health that can help us overcome any micro attack. But I cannot talk about the immune system without integrating it within you tell me? Our health, my dears. Our health, which is that wonderful capacity of the organism of remaining functional and full despite external conditions. Yet health itself has to be integrated within life. It is that basic premises that helps us live at full, being creative, being full of energy, happy, thus enjoying our lives. So, I would like, first of all, to remind you, my dears, that we are not living COVID. My dears, we are living our lives now and here in a difficult time. History has seen many pandemics. Worse than this, we overcome it. The humankind is still here, so just relax and let us be wiser. Let us love ourselves as much as to decide to convert this love into actions. Action means daily things that we do that makes us healthier, right? Remember, we are not living COVID. Unfortunately, for the one who is living, which is living COVID, it is doing a good job by itself. You just stop actually living in the waiting hole of our lives. We have to do is to stop doing this. Because today will not return. Let us live it fully. Because the food tastes the same. Because our satisfactions and the things we are living are priceless if we remember that we are alive. So, let us talk about our health. Camelia, Zada, me. I have to think about my health in order to be a fortress. You know the definition of fortress. I don't need to explain to you. Not COVID, but any virus will not be able to attack you. Even if it will, your health will do so that it cannot win over you. All right? So, let us stop living in the whole of our lives. Let us remember every morning that we are living our lives. Right? And the main purpose of this series of videos we will share together is to remind you that you are being loved. Why am I telling you this? It is very, very important because we are, since we were born and every day of our lives, we are being loved. I will give you the most concrete and most obvious example. Air. How much air is there in this world? We couldn't say, right? It is not given to us by the bottle, by the teaspoon. It is infinite. It has already been given, and which is the basic premises of life, at least humankind, we're not talking about fish. Breathing. So we have air, infinite air, so we can take as much as we want. And that takes me to the logical conclusion. We do not love ourselves enough because we are only taking what has already been given lovingly once again to us, the breathing instinct. Any baby, when it's being born, he knows how to breathe. It's an instinct. But our bodies, due to different activities, to different functions, needs different quantities of air during the day. Why do we not love ourselves enough to take as much air as we need? Maybe you didn't think about it, but now that you know it, it is time that you consider an act of love, learning how to healthily breathe. And this is the first, after love, which is the rule of everything there is, which the rule that is making the universe what it is. Every single day, God keeps the planets aligned so that love can proceed, right? So, apart from that, air is the first rule, the first life lesson that we have to learn. Breathe in the morning, breathe in the afternoon, breathe in the evening to make a reflex. Fully breathe. 10 series. 3 series. Okay, let's start slowly. 3 series of 10 breaths in the morning at least. And then every time you need it to be wiser, to be faster, to be more accurate and more effective in what you do, breathe before. Feel air, feel in your lungs and feel all your body, because it gets to your brain throughout the blood flux. Okay, so let's return. Air has been given, lovingly given, infinitely. We take very little and we complain that we are sick, that we're slow, that we are tired. Air is the best nutritional element for the body. It is not food, it is not liquids, it's air. Think about it. Without breathing, we would die. Why wouldn't even the quantities and the quality, of course, of air influence our cells? Our cells are just like us. They live breathing. They refill breathing. And then all the other elements are important. We have 9. We will make a list. We have to integrate every single element of these 9 elements that we have to in order to tonify our bodies and implicitly our immune system. And of course, it is not a rule. The quantities you will decide, and you will become wiser by starting today and learning every day a little bit more about you, about what you need, and about this wonderful world we're living in. Angelina, my little daughter, hearing today, tomorrow, yesterday, every day, you have to be healthy, do this and do that. She looks at me and says, Mommy, you are telling me that you love people's choice to be himself. Everybody has to be just the way he desires and the way he's more talented to become. But you're teaching everyone to be just like you. she just knocked me out for a second, because there is an answer. This is why I am giving you a recipe for health. You need a starting point, and you need to wake up remembering who you are and what is important for you. It is important to be healthy. Why is it important to be healthy? Tell me if you know one person on this beloved earth, and I exclude you because you will answer yourself. Do you know one person who doesn't want to be happy? Do you know one person who doesn't want to be healthy? I don't. All right? This is what health is about. Being able to be happy. To live your satisfactions. Everything you do, everything you work for. This is why the first thing you have to think about in this moment is health. Let's learn to be as healthy as to not remember what this virus's name is, because we don't care. You have to think about two aspects when we're talking about health. And you have to think, you know how? Like Michelangelo, like you are a creator, like you created David. David must be you every morning. I wake up and I think, I am David of my life. I am a work of art and I am already pulsing here. Can I be wiser today? Can I love myself a little bit better so that I do something about it? Dear David, this is what you are. Because the divine spark is within all of us. Not only Michelangelo, who ever since the Renaissance changed the face of the world. We are all endowed by the divine spark. Let us make it shine. So starting from you, Michelangelo's and David's works of art, let us start with two aspects, concrete. We have to take care about prevention and health. Prevention because we have to stop living COVID. So, the virus, we learn to keep it away, not the people. Remember, not the people. The virus has to stay away. So when you meet someone who doesn't realize and gets too close, nobody does it on purpose, okay? Accepting mental illnesses, but this is not our case. People, my dear, stay away. I might have the virus, you never know. I do not want to pass it to you. I love you. Love people and keep away the virus relaxed without making a tragedy. Don't make a tragedy out of anything. Most of the things that we make tragedies about are simple things, simple matters that we could just relax, think, okay, I'm able to handle it, and go away. Okay? Prevention means keeping clean, keeping a distance for now, wisely, respectfully. The others pretend to respect. So do you. It is the best proof of love in this moment, helping people understand that it is important. Okay? Then, keep clean, of course. We have this. Every time you're in public, especially in crowded places, clean well the hands. When you go out, when you come back from outside, wash your hands well, wash your face, refresh yourself, feel healthy, and be relaxed. All right. The most important things and the most important accessory, the mask has to be like this. Okay? It has to be, wait a second. You have to have a proper bag. personal bag for the mask. It has to stay only there, okay? Clean. You put it inside. I have hugger, and I go. A bag is just fine. You just make sure it closes, okay? And before you change the little mask, disinfect your bag, okay? And then put the new mask in. Put it on, put it in your bag, whatever, but not, like this. Don't put it like this. Just a second, because we cannot hear each other. Okay. In the pocket, in the bag, so it gets very friendly with the napkins, with all the things you have in the bag. It does not have to stay this way. You do not have to clean the table, the rear view mirror, my dears. The mask has to have its own bag, okay? And once you cleared these rules and they are logical to you, apply them. Apply them without exception. And this is the prevention generically. You have to analyze every single rule you meet and realize, is it okay? Is it logical? Which is the functioning of the virus? How does it work? It gets in, and if I'm sick, it makes me feel worse. Okay? It will create new problems. This is it. You have to stay at a distance. You have to keep clean and disinfect properly and often. And your main instrument has to stay clean. Once you understand every single rule, breathe when there's no one around you. Do not keep this on your face. Be aware. Get aware of what you do in every moment, because we are divine creations. Ours. Love yourself enough to get used to feeling your body and understanding what's happening and what you're doing. This is very, very important. And this way, you're certain that you're doing the right things, that contagious situations are being avoided by you, and you know how to do this, so you can dedicate yourself to your health, so that even if you have no problem. All right? Our little list, and today I will finish with the list of 9 elements that we have to integrate into the ecosystem of our lives in order to acquire that strength, that elasticity, that energy that can overcome any attack and micro attack. We will make then another 9 episodes that will clear every one of the 9 aspects. Okay? For now, we will end with the list of 9 elements that we have to integrate into our lives for becoming healthier, for tonifying our immune system, and for becoming creators, really creators, not beggars in our lives. It almost looks like every now and then we're begging for a drop of happiness. It is not true. We have a bag to put an infinity of gifts, but we have to take it ourselves. 9 elements. 1, we already spoke about it. Air. Learn to breathe consciently and organize in order to create a reflex of breathing, healthy and alert. Water. Water is very important. Look at the falls and look at the lake. Crystal, rotten. You have to have a continuous flux, not today, not yesterday for today. Every day you have to refresh your body. You know, we are made mainly of water, right? It has to remain fresh. Then, the rays of the sun. Our immune system activates thanks to the well-being we feel when we're exposed to the sun. It is not eating, it's not taking pills. The pills are okay. You have to integrate it during winter. Ask the doctor. The doctor has its reason for being and for learning and for being the wonderful prepared person he is. So, we spoke about air, water, the sun, and then there's the movement in nature. Naturally, we would all like to be bald. Nadie como Neci. It is not necessary. It is not necessary. You have to learn to feel your body more often than you can. You have to feel that it is feeling good. Thus, it means it is healthy, mainly. Okay? You have to play ball with your children. Half an hour, no more. Have fun. You know? Walk. Take a little walk. Do little things that make you in contact with your body. And this is movement. And we said air, water, sun, movement in nature. Foods. We have to learn to select our foods better. And the quantities, of course. Two aspects, quantity and quality. How do we do that without complicating and being enthusiastic about it? Make so that the range of the foods for you be the healthy foods. And from that you choose the ones you love best at the beginning. Enthusiasm. So you start well and give yourself energy to learn, to become better, wiser, smarter. Okay? So we spoke about the foods. And then another important aspect is rest. And you only have to look at your children. Children, when they're tired, if you don't put them down, turn off the lights, you just don't reason, right? It is the same with us, except that we usually force ourselves to go ahead and we become the sad people that do not remember that they're alive. So rest in the proper quantities, no more, no less than what you need. And at the right time makes wonders. Then there are three aspects, very important. They will seem psychological. They are not. They have cataclysmic impact upon the functions of our bodies. Everybody talks about stress, avoid stress. It is not made by, today I will not stress myself. Do not become ignorant, insensitive. Just learn to reason. And this is our seventh premise. You have to reason upon everything you do. Feeling your body, feeling the others, understanding yourself and the others, and you will learn to eliminate stress. We will talk about it. It is amazing. And once you start learning how to do that concretely, it has an infinite impact upon your body and upon your life. The eighth point is priorities. We have to learn to prioritize because we cannot be happy if we don't know how our happiness is. If we don't learn to understand exactly how our personal happiness is made and how to follow the course of our lives following these premises. Our happiness, not by chance, okay? Prioritize. We have to learn when we wake up to know exactly what is important for us because we will put the actions that takes us there before others. We do things. We keep busy. And it is sad. It is the difference between being and appearing. So prioritize is very important and it takes us to eliminating stress and to being fuller people. persons. A happy body is made of living cells. You make your cells happy with every single breath. And you yourself will be happier every day. The final point is the one we mentioned first, and it is proper that it is so. It is love. Love is all you need in order to get everything. To get the desire to become healthier and happier. To get the tools little by little that will help you get to your objective. So love. Learn to love yourselves. Convert actions into love. Love yourself starting always from you. Start blaming the others and find the strength that is already being given to you. Free will. In order that you took it. My dears, I just can't wait to see you next time. We'll talk about breathing. And in the meantime, I kiss you on the heart. I'm Zada, and I wish you everything your heart desires, my dears.